Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Inside My Brain with Ankit Singh. I'm Ankit Singh. So it's like almost 1 a.m. right now. Uh, so I had some plans to go out and meet some friends tonight. Like to do something, like just hang out, with the musician friends and do something. But then the plans got cancelled. But I didn't know that the plans were gonna get cancelled. So I had a coffee at 8 p.m. because I thought I'm gonna be up all night. So yeah, I just can't sleep, and that's why I thought let's just record this podcast. I just got this idea. I want to talk about like multiple dimensions and multiverses for some reason. That kind of shit because it's 1 a.m. Everything is just perfect to talk about it. So see, I don't really know a lot about the world. Surprise, surprise. Nobody knows anything. But the whole multiverse and like parallel universes, afterlife, what happens when that's all this talk attracts me because it's something to talk about, something to think about. That's like it glitches your mind kind of when you think about these things, and I like that fact that it just glitches your mind because that feeling when you're thinking about like how did this whatever this is just start there, like how I want to know what was the we don't know. So that's the trippy part. When we hit a wall with this conversation, we hit a wall, and it is what it is. But it's really fun to talk about this. You know how they say like there are 8 dimensions apparently. 8 dimensions. First of all, let's talk about this whole parallel. I'm gonna be doing this overlapping conversations because that's just how my brain works. I can't just focus on one thing. So these parallel universes, they say that what is, like, first of all, what is infinity? Infinity means like it has no end, right? But apparently, what infinity actually means, like our Earth, our planet is just floating in infinity. That means everything that I'm doing right now to this point just keeps happening like billions of times. It's just gonna keep repeating. I just said that, but I don't know what that means. All I know is this. First of all, who came up with this whole parallel universe theory? And it's not a theory. I think scientists and all of these people, they have proven these theories, like how atoms like react to each other, how a single how a one atom can be present at two times. That's just craziness. If anything can be present at two places at one time, what? Imagine if I was here and I was sitting in somewhere else, in some place else. Whoa. All of these things are just really weird, bro. Like, really weird. Multiverses, planets, space, universe. This reality is weird enough for me. Like, this reality that is, like, present in front of us. We exist in this reality. This is trippy as fuck. Trippy as fuck. So, I'm not even trying to go to the universe part because I know I'm not going into space. I'm not going into another planet. You know how people have like these goals that they want to die on Mars. Some motherfuckers are out there that they don't want to die on this planet. But see, I know myself. I was all this talk about technology, how we're gonna live forever, how we're gonna live longer for 200 years. We're gonna have a chip in our brain. I'm not interested, man. I'm gonna die like my grandfather died. Like how people before my grandfather died, they were just born, they lived a life, and they were dead. I just want to do that. I don't want to go on another planet. I'm happy here. I'm good here. I think I can find enough interesting things to do on this planet. But don't you guys think like all of it is just most of the people are gonna die on this planet. On this planet. Yeah, we are doing exploration. We are fucking exploring other planets, bro. Whoa. That's another conversation. Like, what? We haven't found shit till now. We don't know any civilization that exists like outside of this planet. But imagine, just Imagine what if we do find like a living organism. And I'm not talking about a germ or anything. I'm talking about fully fleshed human kind of, you know, we assume that these aliens are gonna be human, like they're gonna have hands, they're gonna have legs, like we see in the movies. But maybe not. Maybe they're gonna be like, they're gonna be light, bro. They're gonna be light. Maybe light is what in another planet, or in another solar system, or in another dimension. Maybe we see life as this, but so, in some other place, life is just totally something else. Maybe life is this thing. Maybe life is this middle thing. This thing is a life. We interact like this. We talk language. Maybe this middle thing, it interacts with some like, with feeling, with like something. That's gonna be crazy. But what I'm talking about, if we find some civilization, some kind of life form that is like similar to us, like humans, they have had their evolution process like we did, and we meet them. We found them like 15 billion years from 15 billion light years away from us. Bro, like, can you imagine that day when they announced like people of the planet Earth? We who's gonna announce it? Which country? That's another mind fuck. Who's gonna announce it? Because I mean, the country that discovers it makes sense, but who's gonna be a representative for this planet? Because this whole planet is not a one thing. It's not a unity. We are like divided in pieces. So who's gonna be the person who represents us? Putin? That Russia guy? I'm not really sure about that, bro. Donald Trump, Narendra Modi. Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna talk to the aliens? And imagine, bro. Imagine if this life form that we discover, they get offended if we call them aliens, because for them we are the aliens. Like, fuck, bro. That's gonna be a crazy day when we discover something like us. But we are assuming that. I mean, that's why we do these planet explorations, right? To find some kind of life form. But maybe we have the solar system for us. That's just how the universe works. One living form of humans and sentient beings in one solar system, and we have all these planets, like gas planets. Maybe that's what it is, bro. Like, on Earth, we have resources like petrol, gases, everything is buried underground. Maybe that's what these planets are, like Saturn. Like in our solar system, we have gas planets. When I discovered for the first time that Saturn, maybe not Saturn, maybe all the other planets, it's like they don't have like a solid ground. Like, they don't, like, if this is Earth, we walk on Earth. But few planets, they're just fully gas. They're made of gas. Maybe that's what these planets are. They're just resource planets. Some kind of life form comes and just takes gas out of Saturn, rocks out of Moon, heat out of Mars, heat out of Sun, but we don't know. We don't see it because like we are not there yet in the evolutionary process. We are not there yet. Maybe that's what it is. Because, bro, think about it. Except water, everything, like our solar system has everything: gases, rocks. They don't have oxygen. We don't have oxygen in space, I'm assuming. We don't even have air. That's why sound never travels. So I want to meet somebody who went to space, bro. Who went to space? Can you imagine being in space? Just watching Earth from the above. You're like, damn, bro, everything that I know, all the ideas, all the creations, all the great people, everything that I know, everything that I was taught, everything that I learned, every thought that I ever had is just right there. Imagine if this was Earth, I'm in a spaceship and I'm just watching Earth. Like, damn, that would be trippy. And you smoke some weed up there. Like I said, life itself is trippy. I don't even need universe and all of that. But first, life is trippy as fuck. Life, if you're living it, life is trippy as fuck. Second, universe, planets, solar system, Milky Way, trippy as fuck. Light is coming from space, it hits us like sun, moon, trippy as fuck. On top of that, these motherfuckers are telling us that all of this exists in another dimension. Like if this is Earth, this is no sorry, if this is our dimension, then this exists, and then this exists, and this exists, like parallel dimensions. And like things are just happening just a little differently in all these dimensions. I was watching this conspiracy theory video. There's this thing called quantum death, bro. I don't know if I have to, if I want to believe in these things. I don't know. I don't know, bro. Like quantum, but like it's a fun theory. It's like quantum death. I'm gonna butcher it, but this is what I understood. It's like if I die in this dimension or like this reality, I just live on in the other reality, if that makes sense. And that's how we live forever, because we never actually die. We just keep existing in different dimensions. That's called quantum death. What if all these thoughts and ideas that we have in our brains, like there's this voice in our brain that just keeps talking sometimes, and like you just like like we get so many thoughts. Maybe it's the other version of us in the parallel dimension just thinking, or maybe he's saying something like the 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 interdimensional you, whatever he's thinking, you are channeling. Bro, there's this movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once. They explained this concept really well. It was like really good. I liked that movie. I heard about that movie. I was like, okay, let's check it out. And I was not expecting that movie is gonna be so good. And it was not. The movie was funny, bro. It's just not like a where they just went and like, it was a funny movie. So it was an entertaining movie, and from a filmmaking perspective, fucking crazy. I liked it. In that movie, they explain like the girl who's in the movie, like the daughter of the main character, is like she's getting tortured by this demon. I just forgot what the fuck I was talking about. I mean, it's all about belief, man. The same way we believe in things, we all of us like to believe in certain things that that match our frequency. Some people are really into conspiracy theories. Some people are really into religion. Some people are really into like these things, parallel universes, dimensions, multiple dimensions. Or no, I just what I want to know is like, does it really matter though? Does it really matter? It's really good food for thought, but all of I mean, I'm not gonna say that it's meaningless, because it's meaning is what I'm realizing as I'm growing up is like meaning is like you build meaning in things individually. Maybe a carpenter who really likes to be a carpenter. Fuck a lizard. Oh my god. Chipkali bhai wahan pe. Oh my god. So like a carpenter who really gives a fuck about carpenting, making tables, making chairs. For him, a chair that he made has so much fucking meaning. I'm never gonna feel that feeling until I experience that whole process of making a chair, like cutting the wood, like greasing it. Until I do that, until I experience that, I'm not gonna feel like what that guy is feeling. So there's this guy Xerbia. He made a video about it too. I think the title was "Meaning is a jumper you have to knit yourself." It's like a meaning is a sweater that you have to make it yourself. Like knitting. Like that's beautiful, bro. That's beautiful. I like that saying, like meaning, because it's about like it's like a song that you like. Everybody doesn't. Every other person or like don't have to. They don't have to like that song. It's just you. That song is important to you because you have experienced some things, or you match to that frequency of that song, that what the artist is saying. So that song has a meaning to you. But maybe other people, they haven't experienced life that way, so they don't feel that song. मेरे को पैर ऊपर करने पड़ेंगे bro, यहाँ पे छिपकली है ज़मीन पे. What the fuck? I'm a pussy. Why the fuck chipkalis exist? What's their purpose? They don't even do anything. They don't do anything. They just stick to a wall. That's their job in this world. Mosquitoes, chipkalis, alligators, lions. I mean, all of these. I mean, lions used to have a real purpose in this world. Now they don't. Humans are just taking over. But back in the day, lions were the kings, bro. Like, lions were the shit. They used to run shit. But now they're just in cages. In cages. I haven't been to. I haven't been to a zoo since I don't know. I don't even remember the last time I went to a zoo. It was my first time and my last time. It was just brutal to see, bro, all the animals. And at that time, I didn't realize how brutal it was because I saw the big hippos. You know how the big hippos. They had a fucking hippo in Delhi, bro. They have a hippopotamus in Delhi. Why? Why? Doesn't belong. वहाँ पे ब्रो एक थोड़ा थोड़ा सा पानी था उसके अंदर. They had like a big, हाँ मतलब थोड़ा बड़ा एरिया था. But if you leave me in this room for 25 years, ये भी छोटा हो जाएगा. इतना बड़ा room नहीं है. I was just giving an example. But the guy, the hippopotamus was just looking sad, bro. He was feeling hot. It was a hot summer day. Delhi gets hot. And he was just trying to get into that water. He was like, oh, I still have that image in my brain. That was really brutal to see. All the all the animals were like, what the fuck, bro? Let us go. Let us go. All this interdimensional talk that why we exist here. Why, oh, maybe we exist in different dimensions. Oh shit. We do all of this because we have time now. if if we were in like 121 BC when Genghis Khan was killing everybody, that time would have been fucking crazy to experience. If I get a time machine, if they ever build a time, they're never gonna build a time machine. But if they ever build a time machine, I don't really know. Can they build a time machine? Because time is not like a place, or time is not like a place. It's a this just exists in my memory. Like जब कल सुबह हो जाएगी, this is just gonna be a memory that I was recording a podcast. So it's not like a physical thing that exists still. So how the fuck we can go back to it? Because it's not like a rock solid thing. So I don't think time machines are logical, but yeah. But if in theory they make one, I would like to go and see the Mughal times, the Mughal period, the Genghis Khan period, all the wars, all the world wars, the Holocaust. I want to see that. I want to see when our country was like run by the British people, when we were slaves. I want to see that. Like, how was, like, we were slaves 70 years ago. 70 years ago. We were fucking slaves. Music is a really good thing, bro. Music is a really good thing. What would we do without music in this world? I spend so much of my time listening to music. I don't know what I would do with that time. And how would I feel good? Because when I listen to music, I actually feel good for some reason. It's a really weird thing. It's like it's kind of a magical thing. Some people make this shit, it like transfers into my brain. Transfers into my brain through my ears, and I just feel it. Sometimes I'm recording these podcasts, and I'm like, this is so meaningless. Why am I even talking? Who gives a fuck? But then I'm like, if you approach everything that way, you're just never gonna make anything. Nobody gives a fuck. Do you give a fuck? Do you want to express this idea? Sometimes it's okay to feel meaningless. You're like, oh my god, nothing is making sense. But like, you gotta give a fuck, bro. That's all matters. If you really wanna do it, then it's meaningful. Keep doing it. You can't expect people to give a fuck. Why the fuck people will give a fuck? It's a really narcissistic thing to. I mean, it is what it is. Like people have to engage with it to make it like a, career. Creativity is really weird. Nobody knows how it comes to you, how it goes away. Nobody knows. You just sit and just hope. It's like a shot in the dark every time you make something. You don't know how it's making. all like, you know how we call some people geniuses? It's like, yo, that guy made that, that woman made that. They are geniuses, man. How did they make it? And what I have experienced is when I asked, I have been blessed enough to meet some of these people who make like really great music, bro. And I asked them like, how do you do it? Because I really want to know. It's a stupid question to ask to anybody, like, how do you do it? but but like, you know, I like asked them, and everybody has the same answer. Like, it just happens, bro. I just surrender myself to it. You can't stress about it. If you stress about it, it's just not gonna make something good. It gotta be really natural and just you. It's like you are a vessel. You just let the thing communicate through you. I feel like these ideas, lyrics, movie ideas, movie scripts, stories, books, novels, they come to the people who gonna just let it flow through them. The people who gonna stop them, intellectualize the things, be like, oh, should I write this? Should I say this in the microphone? Should I do this? They are never gonna come to those people. These great ideas, these great piece of art, they're never gonna come to those people because these I feel like these ideas are like living beings, bro, and they try to manifest themselves in this reality, and they really want to be in this reality for some reason, because we need these music. Imagine all the great music that you listen to. If the person who made that music, they just like, should I make this? Should I say this line? Should I make this movie? Should I act this way in this movie? If they did that, should I paint this picture? If they did that, we wouldn't have that great thing. Imagine a place where the Godfather doesn't exist, or like any great song that you listen to doesn't exist because the person, the artist who made it, just stopped himself or herself. Whoa. So it's like a pattern, bro. That's why they say, I think, you put your 10,000 hours in, because these ideas are testing. Is this guy legit? Is this guy for real? Is he gonna let us manifest ourselves in this reality? Is he gonna write all these lyrics without judging himself, without judging us? Like, how, why, what, why? Fuck it. Who gives a fuck? Just let it flow through you. I think these ideas test us, bro. You gotta put your 10,000 hours in, then you really, dissolve that whole self part. How I'm gonna look, what people are gonna feel about me if I say this, if I make this thing, if I express this idea, what people are gonna think about me. When you let that go, these dope things come to you, bro. You feel it. It's a feeling. You actually feel it when you just make something that you really wanted to. You just want it. You just feel it, bro. Just feel it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try to sleep now. I don't think I'm gonna sleep, but that's the episode for right now. Thank you so much for listening.